Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here. We're gonna briefly chat about what the next tower is going to be. And as you guys know right now, we currently have the Fear Tower that's currently in game, and of course, as well, on Wednesday we'll also have the last set of floors for the Spider Tower. And now, when Fear Tower leaves on Friday, very likely there won't be any tower starting this week. But I have a sneaky suspicion that we will most likely get the return of probably one of the previous towers. And that is, I'm thinking here at the top of my head, it's most likely going to be characters that we've already encountered. And this could very well be, for example, like it could be like the War Tower when we had Jeff and he had shards there. But I don't feel like, where the heck is he? Was he at the top here? I don't feel like that is going to be the case here because I think they would have given us at least a heads up if his tower is coming back. But I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. What I'm thinking, and it's going to lead into the next Scorpion Breaker, is the fact that, of course, right now, if you guys know, with the Age of Fear, we basically need the Exalted X-Men to proceed in the Scorpion Breaker. So very well, we could get the return of the Storm Tower. And this makes a lot of sense because when the Fear Tower ends, which was a 2-week tower, Storm was already in previously, but if you are going through the Scorpion Breaker, you can't really proceed unless you have Storm unlocked. So if people were kind of late to the game and they didn't get her unlocked, or maybe they don't want to shell out the power cores to get the unlock on her, then of course as well that's going to hinder your process, right? So I feel like she is definitely for sure going to be a slot in. And the other character I'm thinking here as well, and again leading into the fact that we need these characters for the next breaker, is of course as well Blade. He also has only had one run, and it's a month-long tower as well, right? So what that means here is when the Spider Tower exits next week, and when the Fear Tower ends this week, they're most likely going to slot another month-long tower because remember, their game plan was to have towers running the entire month, right? And as you guys know, next week will be the last week of August. So what that means here is we're going to need another month-long chase. And this could very well, again, we're going into Chapter 2. We are in Chapter 2 right now and going into the next Scorpion Breaker rerun. And so it makes a lot of sense that Blade would come back so that people can get the shards on him. And hopefully, if you guys haven't already checked out the Quicksilver shards, the Quicksilver symbiote shards were very, very generous. Hopefully, they're able to replicate that for the Blade Tower as well. So basically, to make this to make a very long point short, I feel like they're going to be running 2 towers again. And again, this is just going to be my bold prediction here. I feel like they're going to be running Quicksilver. They're going to be running Blade. And potentially they may be running Storm as well here. 2 mighty towers, probably overlapping with each other. One is a 2-week tower, and one is going to be potentially a month-long tower if nothing changes that they've used already from the previous runs. And also keep in mind, guys, they've already experimented and they've already tested us running 2 different towers at once, right? Right now, we've got the Fear Tower going, which is a 2-week tower, and we've also got the month-long Spider Tower. And when Spider-Man's tower leaves next week, they're going to need something for the end of the month. So again, I feel like if they're nice enough, hopefully they bring back one of these towers because, yeah, they're going to be needed for the Scorpion Breaker. And some people don't have shards for Blade. Some people don't have shards for Storm. This is going to go in hand with each other. And if they decide to do something totally off track and just completely throw us a new tower, I mean, then, hey, you know what? I'll admit I was wrong. But hopefully that is the case here. Just going off of the historicals, like I said, it's time for the return of a Blade Tower. And I was thinking he would come back, but then Quicksilver was basically called upon. And then, like I said, his shards were very generous with the last tower. So again, we'll have to see here how that goes. I am definitely for sure looking forward to seeing what comes next here. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think they're gonna bring one of these towers back, or do you think they're gonna totally go off the rails here and maybe bring another character tower, like for example the Jeff War Tower, back, or maybe something completely different, right? Maybe just, you know, totally outfield and something completely different, and they're gonna try something different here. But again, I feel like they're gonna bring probably one of the familiar towers back, whether it's Storm, whether it's Blade, and I have a sneaky suspicion it's gonna most likely be Blade, because they need something running for the entire month. And even if they slot Storm in there, something else is gonna need to fill our week, you know, with something, right? Although, you know what, a break from towers is not a bad thing either, but they seem to be going at these pretty hard, so I don't know if they're gonna let go of the gas pedal. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about it. If you guys are burnt out or whatnot. I know, yeah, these towers are definitely for sure getting quite time consuming. Even from my side of things, when I have to rerun it for different team comps, definitely for sure, lots of time, lots of playing through it, and yeah, for sure, I wish there was like save spots, but it is what it is. I can't whine too much. Other than that, guys, have a lovely rest of your start of your day here, a lovely start of your week.